What is a ghost? A philosophical and cultural journey of the meaning? What is a ghost? Is it the spirit of the dead? A shadow of the past? Or just a trick of the mind? For thousands of years, every culture on Earth has told ghost stories, not just to scare us, but to explain something deeper about life, death, and memory. Today, we're going to walk through the mist, from folklore and religion to science and philosophy. And maybe by the end, you'll realize that ghosts are far more than things that go bump in the night. 1. The popular view of ghosts. When most people hear the word ghost, a clear image forms, a spirit of someone who once lived, now wandering among the living. Folklore says ghosts linger because they have unfinished business. A message to deliver, a wrong to right, a loved one to protect. Others believe they're tied to certain places, an old battlefield where soldiers died, a house where tragedy struck, a hospital where lives ended suddenly. In stories, ghosts range from benevolent protectors to vengeful spirits who cannot rest. Example: in Japanese tradition, yūrei are ghosts fueled by powerful emotions, usually anger, sorrow, or love. So intense they keep the soul from moving on. Compare this to the Victorian image of a pale, drifting figure in white, more tragic than terrifying. Even if you've never seen a ghost, you've likely felt the idea. The cold shiver in an empty room, the sense that someone is watching when no one's there. Number 2, philosophical questions about ghosts. Philosophy pushes us beyond the main story. If ghosts exist, what are they exactly? Dualism, Descartes' view, says humans have both a body and an immaterial soul. A ghost, then, could be a soul without a body. But this raises a problem. If the soul is immaterial, how can it appear, make noises, or move physical objects? This is the interaction problem in philosophy of mind. Metaphysics asks, can something that doesn't take up space still be present in space? If yes, what does presence mean? Example, thought experiment. If a ghost can pass through walls, why doesn't it also pass through the floor into the Earth's core? That question has puzzled thinkers, because it challenges how we imagine physical and non-physical things interacting. Philosophers love these puzzles, not because they prove or disprove ghosts, but because they reveal how much we don't understand about reality itself. Number 3, religious and spiritual views. Different spiritual traditions have their own ghost frameworks. Christianity. The Bible speaks of spirits and the afterlife, but mainstream Christian doctrine usually teaches that after death, the soul goes to heaven or hell, not wandering earth. Ghost sightings may be seen as visions, angels, demons, or rare exceptions. Islam. Souls also move to an afterlife state, but there's the concept of jinn, spiritual beings that can appear to humans and may be mistaken for ghosts. Buddhism and Hinduism. Ghosts, preta or bhuta, are souls caught between rebirths, often due to unresolved karma or attachment to the material world. African traditional religion. Ancestors remain spiritually present. They can bless, protect, or warn the living, but ignoring them can invite misfortune. Western occult. Ghosts can be contacted through seances, Ouija boards, and mediums, with the belief that they can deliver messages from the other side. Observation. Whether comforting or frightening, these beliefs give structure to our fear of death and our hope that death isn't the end. Number 4, the scientific materialist view. From a scientific standpoint, ghosts face a huge problem: evidence. So far, no reliable, repeatable proof exists for consciousness surviving death. Neuroscience says, the brain creates the mind. When the brain stops functioning, so does the person. Many ghost sightings are explained by sleep paralysis, hallucinations, grief, suggestion, or environmental factors like low-frequency sound waves that cause feelings of unease. Philosopher David Hume reminds us, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and ghosts, if they exist, are extraordinary claims. This doesn't mean ghosts don't exist, but it means science will not accept them without rigorous proof. 5. Psychological and symbolic interpretations. Even if ghosts are not real in a physical sense, they can be deeply real in a psychological sense. A ghost may be guilt that follows you, the mistake you can't undo. A ghost may be memory, a loved one gone, but so present in your mind that you see them. Carl Jung might say your ghost is a part of your unconscious, a shadow self you haven't integrated. In therapy, ghosts can be trauma, moments so powerful they echo long after the event is over. Example, someone who lost a parent might hear their advice years later or smell their perfume in an empty room. This isn't supernatural. It's the way memory keeps them alive in the mind. 6. Ghosts in literature and philosophy. Ghosts aren't just for horror movies. They are powerful symbols in art and thought. Freud. Ghosts are the return of the repressed, thoughts and feelings we bury but cannot destroy. Jacques Derrida introduced hauntology, the idea that the past never fully dies. It lingers, shaping our present and future. In literature, ghosts often symbolize unfinished stories, things unsaid, undone, unresolved. 7. In summary, in my own perspective. What is a ghost? A folklore says it's spirit of the dead still roaming. In religious is said it's soul in transition, judgment, or ancestors. Philosophical, it's immaterial soul surviving body. Scientific, no evidence, cultural or psychological phenomenon. Symbolic, trauma, memory, unresolved emotions. Literary metaphor for what we can't let go of. In conclusion, why ghosts exist in every culture. In my own view, here is the truth. Even if ghosts aren't real in the way horror movies show them, they are real in another way, because human beings create them. We create ghosts because we are haunted by the fear of death, by the weight of memory, by regrets and what-ifs, by the longing for those we've lost. Ghosts may be less about the dead refusing to leave and more about the living refusing to let go. Whether ghosts walk the earth or only our minds, they are proof of one thing: we do not easily forget. And maybe in the end, the real question isn't whether ghosts exist, but whether we can live without them.